it's first thing in the morning, that's why I sound a bit gravelly, but I wanted to show you how my day starts on Alevere. It starts with a whole load of tablets and some horrible medicine stuff. Come and have a look at this. So these are the tablets that we have to take every single morning. The first one is the big one. It's potassium. That's a dissolvable tablet, so I get that one going. Then I've got this one, which is Digestion Plus. This obviously helps you go to the loo, apparently, and just keeps your, your gut in a healthy condition. That you literally add to water. Yeah, it looks like soil going in there, but yeah, give it a quick mix. I don't just use this mixer for mixing this. You'll see in a minute what I normally have for breakfast. Put those aside, let them bubble away. The next one is pretty big. There is an Arbonne equivalent to these, but this is an omega-3. Like, you need to check that you get a really good quality one, basically. Read the reviews, look it up. But this is a really good quality omega fish oil. Cheers. The next one is magnesium, which is this shape, which is quite hard to swallow, I won't lie to you. But no, it's not gone. Oh my goodness, that is a big one. It's like a horse pill. And the last one is this. It's a salt tablet. To basically keep all that in check. Which, yeah, tastes of salt. Right, so what I do every single morning is I make an omelette, a mushroom omelette. Mushrooms are unlimited, so you can have as many mushrooms as you like, but I find for breakfast 2 is enough. Just grab a knife. So, yeah, I get the hob on a very low heat. Very low heat, because I find it really important with this that you do not burn the omelette. If you burn the omelette, it is disgusting. It ends up with the skin and it is absolutely vile. I use this Fry Light stuff. This is 1 calorie per spray. It's olive oil. And I've worked out you're allowed 1 teaspoon of olive oil a day. There are exactly 25 sprays in 1 teaspoon, so I allow myself 5 of those for breakfast. Right, let's get going. Okay, so yeah, I'm a bit clumsy first thing in the morning because of course I haven't eaten yet. And on this diet, you really feel it when you haven't eaten for a while. So I'm just going to chop up some mushrooms. Really, I mean, this is, no, I am not a chef. I won't lie to you, normally I don't do the cooking in the house at all. So this is all pretty basic. If I can do this, anyone can do this. Just stick the mushrooms in there. That looks disgusting. But it will be lovely, I promise you. Well, lovely in Alevere terms at least, anyway. Right, so let's get all that out the way. The next thing I do is make my omelette. Now to do that, I need one of the cheese omelette sachets, which you make up with 110 ml of water. I don't think I'm going to have 110 here. Oh no. Ah, look at that, 10 ml off. So 110 ml of that, and the first thing to do, there is a method to this, because I've done it wrong in the past. I've added eggs first and stuff, and it's just vile. One word of warning, whatever you do not smell that packet. It is the worst smell you could imagine, and well, yeah, I can smell it now actually. It basically smells disgusting, but it doesn't taste disgusting, which is the important thing. Oh my God, yeah, I can really whiff it now. And just mix it up. If you do it, eggs first, then add this stuff, it kind of separates and goes weird. And as you know, you're allowed on this diet 2 egg whites for breakfast. So that's what I'm doing. And I have this method. It really is a method because there's so much to remember with the tablets and everything. So now, let me just get rid of that bit of water. I've still got to do this one. We'll do this one in a minute. I'll break the eggs open and just separate the egg yolk into the mixture. Yuck. But actually, this makes a pretty decent breakfast. It really fills you up. It really starts the day. I normally have it with a fresh coffee, which makes all the difference. I'm very glad that I didn't have to give up my coffee habit for this. Oh dear, you see, this is the kind of thing that happens to me. As I say, I am no chef. So let me see if I can borrow the shell off the old egg. Yeah. Here we go. It's working. Perfect. Whisk that little lot up. And I kind of let that sit just while the mushrooms just begin to cook, yeah? I'm just going to wash my hands, I'm covered in egg. So let's have a look. As I say, a low heat, because the last thing you want is a hot pan for this omelette. I don't know how you would normally cook an omelette, but with these powdered omelettes, if you pour it in when the pan's too hot, it's a whole world of hell. You just don't want to go there. Talking of a whole world of hell, it's now time to have the devil's syrup. It is the most disgusting stuff you could possibly imagine. Second only to this. Let me just measure it out. Where's my little measuring spoon? Half teaspoon, there it is. So I found, once you've done, I think you start on 4 drops, then you build up to 10 drops, then finally 20 drops twice a day. And you'll get instructions with that when you start the diet. But basically, a quarter teaspoon, it's not half teaspoon, a quarter teaspoon measure is exactly 20 drops. So I do that in the morning and the evening. So that's much easier than sitting here and counting 20 drops. You can just do it in one go. Cheers. Literally down it like a tequila shot, hence the shot glass. That, it is like drinking mercury. Then there's this one. That's a cheeky chaser. Oh my god. But you know, you don't get bored of it. Positivity, that's the way. Right, how are the mushrooms looking? Mushrooms aren't looking too bad. They're starting to brown off a little bit. I will not use more than 5 sprays. It's really important. We did have like, oh hello. We did have a little saucepan before, but the non-stick was rubbish and it was just a nightmare. So this is just a new saucepan from John Lewis. The non-stick's good as gold and it just really works well. Now again, I'm not making any claims that I'm an expert in these fields, but I wouldn't leave this to cook like a normal omelette. You basically end up with something that's akin to scrambled eggs. So I'm going to leave that for literally maybe a minute. And in that minute, I make a fresh coffee. If you haven't got one of these machines, I seriously suggest investing in one. And I'll have a drink of the old Digestion Plus while I'm waiting for that. You see, it's non-stop. Non-stop tablets and fluids. What a delight. Oh. Tidy up as you go. Right, let's see what's happening. I know it hasn't been in there long. I know it's on low heat, but already it's starting to stick to the pan. Come and have a look at this a bit closer. If you're not quick with this, it starts to brown. And if it starts to brown, it's going to be horrible. In my opinion, everyone likes things differently, yeah, but this, you know, if you're a bloke doing this for the first time and you're, you know, not familiar with the kitchen, as I was, then, you know, this might be helpful to you. But yeah, you just keep stirring it, and you can see it's starting to thicken up now and get kind of eggy, as it would, being an omelette. I'm not making much sense because I haven't had anything to eat and I've woken up, and yeah. Fresh coffee. That looks good. You see, that's not milk, that's the creamer of the coffee bean. I think that's what they call it, but it does make it really nice. Still a black coffee, that is gorgeous. Right, well, it's certainly gorgeous after this cocktail challenge that I face every morning. Let's see how this is going. Yeah, you see, it's already starting to go. Slow and steady, low heat. I mean, literally, when I say low heat, I don't even know if you can see that flame. It's barely on. It's like a pilot light. It's barely on. Bit more of the old potassium. That one's gone. Digestion Plus. I mean, what is that in the bottom of there? Look at it. I mean, seriously. That looks like something you'd find in the bottom of the bowl in a public toilet. Down it goes. Yes, it's happening now. Scrambled egg. And you know what? It actually smells of scrambled egg. It doesn't smell like when I first opened that packet and you get a whiff of off Parmesan, if there's such a thing. It's starting to actually turn into something half palatable. Almost there. Right, let's get some black pepper involved. Now, I find with this, you don't want it, as I say, to burn absolutely at all. So I actually serve it up while it's slightly wet still. It's just a case of making sure that it's not too wet, obviously, that would be disgusting. See what I mean by scrambled egg? It's just a shame you can't have a blob of ketchup with it and a nice bit of granary bread with some butter. That would be nice, wouldn't it? But that would also not be good for the diet. Yep, I think we're ready. So, as you can see, it's not an omelette whatsoever. That is some sort of jellified mess. Gelatinous mess is the word I was looking for. But it is surprisingly palatable. So there we go. That is the breakfast routine on Alevere, and I would seriously recommend this. Some people like the oatmeal sachet. I really didn't get on with the oatmeal. So cheers. That's breakfast. Maybe I'll be back with another meal. See you later.